Hey everybody, Bargain Brother with you in the Bargain Basement, your prize winning penny pincher, here to help you save and make money, but mostly make money. Today's video, we're going to talk about side hustles for real estate agents. Because one thing about being a real estate agent, in full disclosure, I've been a licensed real estate agent for close to 13 years, is that most agents do have downtime. And in that downtime, a lot of times you're just kind of wasting time away, and there's tons of side hustles that you can do right within real estate to make money when you don't really have anything to do. So before I jump into it, if you see value in this content, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and consider sharing this video. It will help broaden the audience that I can reach, and I'd appreciate that. Okay, real estate side hustles. Number one. It's one of the oldest ones in the book. You can simply do BPOs. Now, what are BPOs, you ask? BPO is a broker's price opinion of a property, and banks will usually pay you to go out, take exterior pictures, and in some cases, interior pictures, and complete a report with your opinion of what the value of a property is. It's not, lucrative as far as the money goes. It's a little bit of money. Some banks I've seen pay as low as $30, which is insanely low for BPOs, while others pay up to $100 or more. And it just depends on how knowledgeable you are about an area, because that can make it easier and quicker for you to find comparable sales and complete the reports faster, therefore making your quote-unquote dollars per hour or return on investment for your time invested larger, because you can do it faster, or maybe it's closer to where you live or closer to where you work. Just all depends. Some of the assignments are worth taking, others, you might want to take a pass on. But number one is BPOs. Number two, become a staging certification expert. Now, in recent years, staging has gone from something that was more or less for higher end properties to even like moderately priced homes will have some type of staging element involved to help them sell the house quicker. And to me, it's one of the parts of the business that does not have enough people with the skill. I've personally hired staging experts on listings that I've had, and my sellers have paid really good money to have someone come in and stage the home for 2 or 3 months while we attempt to get it sold, get it under contract and get it sold. So it's very in demand, and I think that demand will only grow as people, it's not shift, but people have already for years depended on photographs on the internet and whatnot to decide whether they'll even go take a look at a home. So staging, and you can also be a virtual stager too. So virtual staging as well as true physically staging a home, that is a nice side hustle within real estate. Pay varies, so I don't want to give any pay figures on it, but it can be a nice side hustle for you. I'll just throw that out there. So number two is becoming a certified staging expert. Number three, having a property preservation company. So property preservation companies are companies that come out and do things like replace broken windows, replace locks on doors, board up enclosures to make sure that structures or properties are safe and secure from being vandalized and things of that nature. Typically, you go under contracts with banks or lending services or mortgage companies that will pay you per contract to go out and maybe board up a door, fix a window, replace a lock, or maybe even do a full clean out of a property, as well as exterior things like cutting grass or shoveling snow if that's needed, if you live in a climate that has snow. But it can be a good, year-round source of income if you develop some relationships with some entities that need that service and need it often. So number three, property preservation. Number four is going to be wholesaling. And the reason I think wholesaling is a good side hustle for a real estate agent is that wholesaling does not require a license, but in some states It's illegal to wholesale because it kind of cuts in on the traditional broker, but there are a vast percentage of sellers out there that just don't want to deal with real estate brokers. They think they save by assigning the property to a wholesaler because the wholesaler is going to kind of assign his fee in with the price of the property. Therefore, the seller feels like they're not paying anything. Well, sometimes it works out that way, sometimes it doesn't. But being a wholesaler, if you know how to do it and do it properly, can be a nice additional revenue stream for someone that finds a niche. For instance, I know a guy that only deals in lower end properties. He charges $1,000 to $2,000, which is not a whole lot of money, but $1,000 to $2,000 per property that he gets an actual contract assigned and gets it closed. And he does quite a few of them because most of the deals end up being cash because they're lower priced properties. They close pretty quick. There's no financing involved. He doesn't have to worry about appraisals or contingencies from banks or lenders or anything like that. Just find an investor that has cash, that wants the property, and usually within 3-4 weeks, he's sitting there with $1,000 to $2,000 extra in his account. And that does not sound like a bad thing to me. So check the laws and regulations for wholesaling in the area that you may choose to wholesale in, but it can be a very good side hustle within real estate. Now, number 5. This isn't going to work for everybody, but for some people it might. And that's just becoming a virtual assistant. So a virtual assistant is going to do some of the things that you do on your own deals. Maybe you're a newer agent and you don't have a lot of business yet. No shame in that. It takes time to build a business in any industry, especially in real estate, because it usually starts with you talking to your sphere of influence, whether it be friends, maybe church members, family, colleagues from jobs or school and things of that nature. You try to build your network out from there, combined with doing things like maybe going to networking events or joining social organizations where maybe you can get your name out there a little bit quicker. But in the meantime, being a virtual assistant is not the worst thing in the world you could do. It could provide some steady income, and it will get you used to filling out certain documents that might be required on deals that you'll be doing in the future if you're an inexperienced agent that's just kind of getting started. It kind of gives you some practice, and you get paid at the same time. The pay varies, so it depends on who you work for, but it could be a nice stream of income. Now, number 6, and this is going to be the last one for this particular video because I got so many side hustles for real estate brokers that this is going to be a 2-part video. Number 6 is the real estate photographer / videographer. All right, so how does that work? Well, photographer is pretty simple. It's a traditional photographer that comes out and takes absolutely awesome pictures of your listing and makes it look like $1 million, even if it isn't $1 million. It helps you get towards getting that thing sold. That's what you need the professional real estate photographer for. And if you have professional photography skills, it could be a great side hustle. Now, if you also have some editing and videography skills, say you're good with doing flyovers with drones or doing videography throughout a residence in the neighborhood and things of that nature, that also is in high demand because now a lot of buyers want to see not only the interior of the home, they want to see the outside. They want to see the yard, the roof, the block, the general neighborhood, some of the amenities within the neighborhood that are already there. And if you have like just great skills with flying a drone and getting great video and stuff that really just makes a listing stand out, being a photographer / videographer as a side hustle in real estate can be a great generator of revenue. Okay, so there it is. Those are the first six side hustles within real estate that work out great for a real estate broker. Whether some of them are great for if you're just like starting out, kind of new. Some of them are great if you've been in the business for a while, and some of them just work, period. If you have that skill, you might as well use it in your downtime and be paid for it. Okay? So I hope you got something from that. I'll have 6 more side hustles for real estate agents in my next video. Please leave your comments in this one. Maybe you'll comment on one that I'm going to use in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share if you saw value in this content. And on that note, one more thing. Mindset is everything, guys. So only think the strongest thoughts, because your thoughts are the navigator of your life. Okay, on that note, I'll see you guys in the next video.